D-boy, get into the cash flow, give them what they ask for. Fresh to the rag, yo, call me super fresh, but no need to brag.
What's going on, people? You know what I'm saying? You got your boy Mugsy and J Dover. You know what I'm saying? You know, usually I don't promote other videographers and directors, but in this case, this guy takes the cake, so I gotta do it.
Too kind.
Yes. So, Mugsy.
Bitches love me.
That's right. You know, in case y'all don't know, relative to the Parker Brothers, you know what I mean? Everybody talk about that casino game. The Parker Brothers is official, it's a real story. But anyway.
That's a whole other story.
Yes, it is. But the swagger says it all, you know what I'm saying? It should stab like a dagger, baby, you know? And we want to just get into a little history of Mugsy. Yeah, we want you to sum it up quick though, so we don't, the young boys get bored quick.
Real quick, did that started, let's see, before I made beats I used to dance, was in dance school, did all that shit for mad years. Then I was getting a little bit older, and dance teacher said to learn all the dances you gotta take ballet, and that's right when I quit. I said I ain't gonna take no ballet. No disrespect to dancers that go all for the dance, but I just quit right then, because that's when I started getting a little bit of pussy, so I was just like, that's it, rap with that. But I always been in love with hip hop music, and then in high school I started rapping and shit. Then I met my man Mike Nitty brought me to his studio, his home studio. We went to the studio and I fell in love with a 4-track and a beat machine, and asked Grandpa to go out and buy me a beat machine. Grandpa went out and bought the beat machine, and it's been history since then. I've been hooked.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I always rap, I always entertain. I know I can't rap for shit, but I still get down like that, you know what I mean? So I'm an entertainer, so when you got your own studio and you make your own beats, you can do whatever you really want.
Exactly. Now tell them a little bit about Florida, Mugsy.
Oh yeah, Florida is when I was younger, let's see, 21, I got signed to an independent label. They signed my whole group, Submassive, because we represent the suburbs. So, from the hood to the burbs, got some niggas from the hood in it, and a lot of dudes in the burbs, and we just came together called Submassive, whatever. So we flew out to Florida. We got signed to an independent label called Clubhouse Records. We did a whole album on Clubhouse Records. I produced the whole thing. It didn't get picked up or anything, but they pushed it underground wise. It was a little buzz for a minute, especially back home. I had a little buzz with Submassive, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Submassive forever.
Exactly. Then later on, oh shit.
And then later on, the beard.
Damn, ain't that something?
The beard went in the roughest.
Got the motherfucking beard on the cheese. But it's cool though.
Interview.
Yeah, I'ma smell drunker than I am, but it's all good though, man. So then, I don't want to get into too much graphic detail, but then you moved on and
we gonna keep it going.
Yeah, you made moves with the Black Wall Street situation.
When I came back from Florida, I just thought, just start getting into my production heavy and just start, stacking up on beats and everything. And when I was home, I was doing the Submassive projects, and then I met Heat. I always knew Heat from high school, but me and Heat clicked together, and we started making music together. And then me and Heat put out like 3 albums, 3 underground albums, and we just started making noise in our hometown. And that's basically it. During that time, I met Riz too, and I started making beats for Riz. Gave him a lot of tracks, Brain on Drugs and all. And J Doe, gave him Ride the Jitney. And, all through that time, me and J Doe knew each other in high school, but we didn't kick it. But at the high school and all that shit, we making beats, and beat makers click. You bump heads. So me and J Doe got together, and we've been together ever since. Riding hard. Me and J Doe got signed to Black Wall Street together, Black Wall Street East. I was signed to Livelihood first, and then we moved to Black Wall Street East. J Doe hopped on, and made some heavy crack. I Am Here. That's one of my favorite songs ever. He produced that shit, not just because it's my man producing it. It's just dope.
And which artist did that song?
Riz.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So now that y'all are an official team, a force to be reckoned with, what's coming up now?
Well, the team is, J Doe can speak on it too. It's not like we didn't come together and say let's make a group. It didn't happen like that. Like I got my team, Shore Boys. Because that's where we from, Shore.
Yeah, we killed the battery with that powerful interview, you know what I'm saying? And we back with a fresh battery pack.
Get down like that.
You know?
Yeah. So we were talking about what? Production.
Yes.
So like I said, Mugsy Brown Production is for my beats, and you know, Shoreboy Music Team is my clique and like my, you know, entertainment, whatever you want to call it, Shoreboy Music Team. And J Doe got roll with the winners. Stroll with the losers, or roll with the winners, and I choose to roll with winners. You know what I mean? And that's what we've been doing, making winning shit. You know what I mean? So together, it's just that we work so much together with videos. He does all my videos, you know what I mean? And when we come together on our beats and our projects, it's just, we might as well just say Shoreboy Music Team / roll with the winners, you know what I mean?
So now Shoreboy Music and roll with the winners, now they putting some production tracks on the Zaka Million, Mr. Slick Talker album.
Of course, you know what I mean? Of course.
I'm doing a Mugsy. He always do this shit to me. Throw me on camera, ask me shit.
Right on spot.
Yeah, you get it
got
there.
it on camera, dog.
Yeah, you said it.
So, well, first of all, we're blood.
That's right.
So, you know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. I got you 1,000, dog, you know what I mean? And J Doe, you know, got him right.
J Doe, man, I mean, like, what's up, man? You been kind of quiet. What's going on,
I
brother?
don't talk too much, but
You don't talk too much.
I got you, Zach.
God,
Make
Yeah.
some crack.
yeah.
Yes, yes.
Classics.
Tell me a little bit about rolling with the winners.
Roll with the winners. It's just my company. I got my man Pesos. We're about to drop our CD, Soul Sessions Volume 1. Be out about 2 weeks.
Shit's dope.
Okay.
If you like real hip hop, you'll like that album. You know what I mean? Sometimes I go on that poppy side, you know what I mean? I have my producer, one of my producers, Gianni, you know what I mean? He does all that dubstep and all the pop shit, which is dope. I love it, you know what I mean? And you know, he told me, when everybody heard all them songs all night long and dubstep, that's my man Gianni. Gianni called me up and was like, yo, I want to bring you in my world for a minute, you know what I mean? And I'm always with trying new things. So his shit's more poppy. But when you want real hip hop, like I try to produce the realest hip hop you could get. But J Doe he just got that raw, that chopped up sample shit. And it's, I don't mean to brag, but the shit's hot, yo. And that's what it is, man. You know, and that's what we've been doing. And nobody thinks of the shit. I don't think I'm the shit. I represent the suburbs heavy. You know what I mean? I wear
Man, you don't gotta think when you know.
Yeah. We've been doing it a long time, put it like that. You know, everybody, we came from the era, we didn't wake up and just go to a computer and download a software because we think we want to make beats. We came from the era where it's either you're all in or out. You know,
You had to save up money.
Yeah, MPC.
You needed 2 G's to go. You gotta be serious.
MPC 2000s cost like $2,500. This is before eBay, you know what I mean? And you couldn't buy it used from somebody because nobody had it. We were the first ones to have this shit, y'all.
When dudes usually got dough, they go get clothes or party, whatever. You had to save up. You had to be serious when you wanted to make beats back in the day, yo.
You know, we might not have the biggest connects out there, and we admit to that. You know what I mean? We might not have all that, and that's what we're working on. That's what every artist is working on. But one thing we got crack. If somebody throws me and J Doe in the studio and says, come up with 10 songs, we're gonna come up with 10 fucking bangers. If niggas ask for videos, J Doe gonna come with a video, you know what I mean? And we don't do it to be better than nobody, we just do it because this is what we do. Like I said, we were doing this before people were doing it, so it's no like, I'm just doing it because this dude's doing it. Nah, we were doing it when it's taboo. You know what I'm saying? And Zach, you know that, you know what I mean? I've been saying we get down like that for years.
That's right.
And it's a pretty boy clique over here. And I represent it tough. I don't represent on no casita shit. It's just it is what it is, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I was born in AC and I was raised in the suburbs, you know what I mean? And I'm good at getting pussy and I love it, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm not good with the hands, you know what I mean? I admit to that. But
That's what I'm for.
Well, you know, that's why I got family. That's what everybody got people for.
Yeah.
But I never got no beef my whole motherfucking life. You know why? Because I'm Mugsy. Bitches love me. We get down like that. Shoreboy Music Team roll with the winners all day, every day. Yeah.
You want to say anything? We got 23 seconds.
You know, just check our track record. He's worked with Busta Rhymes. He got tracks in movies.
He worked with Game.
Dude had 4 #1 albums. Lil Mo, Knox, Scott Storch.
I think we're doing good for some underdog type shit. You know what I mean? Mugsy. It is. It's Casino Cartel. We get down like that all day.
Swagpad.net.
Swagpad.